Your plumber is not in this castle. Everyone's favorite plumber, Super Mario, is no longer a plumber, and hasn't been for a while, according to Nintendo. Gaming website KOTAKU reported the news earlier this week after happening on the Japanese description of his Nintendo profile page. But despite this, it looks like at least he's keeping the uniform. Shigsy, that's Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto for those with a life, previously said that the game's scenario dictates his role, which means this ex-plumber is quite the jack of all trades. The overweight fictional Italian has also been a carpenter, a doctor, soccer player, go-kart driver. Oh, and he has a penchant for eating mushrooms, magical plants, and flashing stars. Should we add psychedelic drug addict to that list? He's also really into cosplay, especially of the furry or animal variety. But what does Mario enjoy doing the most? Saving his beloved Princess Peach from some turtle dragon dude and getting some sweet, delicious, mouth-watering, creamy, luscious baked cake in return. Mamma mia. Stay glued to your screen for more video game stories. Gaming study says too much in-game GPS is bad for you. Next time you boot up your favorite first-person shooter, it may be wise to switch off the heads-up display or minimap. Why? According to new research, too much in-game GPS could be bad for your brain. Participants in the video game study played games for between 2 and 4 hours, 3 times a week for up to 12 hours per week, resulting in 90 hours of gameplay time. The research looked at the effects of gameplay on the hippocampus and the caudate nucleus. The first is responsible for emotions, learning, and memory formation. The latter helps us form habits and routines. Routines such as when to eat, exercise, or get home from work, and how to reward yourself for your behavior, are stored in the caudate nucleus. The study found the hippocampus shrank after 90 hours of action and shooter gaming because players use their caudate nucleus more to play and navigate. However, the reverse was true for those playing 3D platform games. After 90 hours, researchers saw an increase in the gray matter in their hippocampi, and they were reportedly playing Super Mario games. The gist of it is this: in shooters and action games, players follow a map and are on a linear path, going from A to B. The study puts that too much of this is harmful for your brain. Super Mario, on the other hand, the researchers say, encourages you to remember landmarks and use spatial awareness and is good for the brain. And a bad hippocampus, they say, can result in depression and possibly even dementia. But University of Oxford professor Andrew Szubrylski points out that the study lacks statistical power and the framing of harm may mislead readers. He told the Mirror, the interpretation of harm, although attention-grabbing, was not peer-reviewed and appears to have been introduced afterwards. So basically, the study got published, then it was spun in a news release stating video games can harm brains. Newspapers saw that and thought, video games cause brain damage, yo! But the reality is that studies on gaming are inconclusive and mixed at best. For every study that says gaming is good for you, you'll find one that says it's bad. And speaking of studies, this team's work has been, as Villanova University psychology professor Patrick Markey tweets, debunked in the past for similar reasons. What's your take? Fire off below and let us know.
Old dude playing Pokemon Go shot dead by security guard. An elderly man who was shot dead by a security guard in Virginia last week was playing Pokemon Go. An attorney for the family of Jiangshen Chen said the 60-year-old played the game to keep up with his kids and grandkids. Chen was parked up at a Pokemon gym just half a mile from his home in Chesapeake last Thursday when he was confronted by a private security guard. According to the family's attorney, Chen spoke very little English, which may have caused the altercation to escalate. The witness said she heard 5 gunshots ring out. Soon after, Chen was pronounced dead at the scene. It remains unclear why the security guard shot Chen, and no charges have yet been filed. What's also unclear is why the security guard was armed in the first place. A spokesman for the area's community association said that for the past 7 years it had hired a company to provide unarmed security guards. The police investigation is continuing.
Mid-generation console war. Sony's PS4K set to do battle with Xbox One Scorpio. Have you heard of Neo? No, not Keanu. It's the code name for Sony's upcoming mid-generation console, aka the PlayStation 4K. Microsoft reportedly got one as well. Guess what it's supposedly called? The Scorpio. Very astrologically sci-fi, no? Rumors suggest both will be roided out upgrades of the current consoles,
Some speculate the Neo may be able to handle 4K gaming in some form. But when the PS4 struggles with games at 30 frames per second at 1080p, it's hard to believe such claims just yet. Rumors also reckon the Scorpio will have 6 times the bite of the Xbox One, with support for 4K and VR via the Oculus Rift. Wait, isn't that more next-gen than mid-gen? Skinny versions of current hardware are reportedly coming soon as well. Neither the Neo nor the Scorpio will be at E3. Nintendo's upcoming NX console won't be there either. But a new Legend of Zelda will. Though after the craptastic Wii U, does anyone really care?